Saint Thomas Becket, no image. Feast Day, December 29th. Saint Thomas Becket, a life of faith, sacrifice, and courage. Chapter 1, A Humble Beginning. In the heart of London, in the year 1117, a child named Thomas was born to pious parents. Their unwavering faith and devotion would shape his life's journey. From his early years, young Thomas was immersed in the teachings of Christianity, thanks to his parents' guidance and love. Chapter 2, Nurtured in the Faith. Growing up, Thomas's faith continued to flourish. He was sent to a monastery, where he was introduced to the profound wisdom of the Church. His young mind absorbed the teachings like a sponge, setting the stage for a future of devotion. Chapter 3, Scholarly Pursuits. After completing his initial education, Thomas continued his studies at a school in London. The fire of knowledge burned within him, and he decided to delve deeper into his faith by studying canon law. His passion for learning was matched only by his diligence. Chapter 4, A Man of the Court. Thomas's commitment to his studies did not go unnoticed. He was chosen to serve as a secretary in one of London's courts. In the intricacies of law, he found himself, but he was destined for a greater purpose. Chapter 5, The King's Favor. The twists of fate brought him into the circle of his childhood friend, King Henry II. Impressed by Thomas's competence, the king offered him the prestigious role of Lord Chancellor in 1157, an appointment that would change the course of Thomas's life forever. Chapter 6, The Call to Serve. After the death of the Bishop of Canterbury, Henry proposed that Thomas take up the mantle of leadership. Despite the potential for conflict, Thomas accepted the position, driven by his unwavering commitment to serve God and his people. Chapter 7, A Life Transformed. As the Bishop of Canterbury, Thomas Becket dedicated himself to his spiritual journey. He lived a life of holiness, practicing penance and generously aiding the poor. His spiritual transformation inspired those around him. Chapter 8, Clash of Interests. As King Henry continued to meddle in church affairs, tensions between the two old friends grew. Thomas, steadfast in his duty to the Church, clashed with the king. A storm of controversy loomed on the horizon. Chapter 9, A Fateful Retreat. The mounting disputes with the king took a toll on Thomas. Seeking refuge from the turmoil, he retired to France for a period. Yet, he couldn't escape his calling and the people who relied on his spiritual leadership. Chapter 10, The Return and Tragedy. Thomas eventually returned to England, resuming his position as archbishop. However, his clashes with King Henry persisted, and some of the king's knights perceived it as treason. In a shocking and tragic turn of events, they confronted and murdered Thomas Becket in his own church. Chapter 11, Legacy of Courage. The martyrdom of Saint Thomas Becket is a testament to unwavering faith, courage, and devotion to the Church. His sacrifice continues to inspire people today to stand steadfast in the face of adversity and to uphold what they know to be right and holy. Epilogue, An Enduring Inspiration. The life of Saint Thomas Becket is a tale of a man who transformed from a humble child into a dedicated servant of God, ultimately paying the ultimate price for his principles. His legacy endures as a beacon of courage and faith for generations to come. Recommendation. Glowing Star subscribe to this channel to receive daily inspiration from the lives of saints like Saint Thomas Becket. Their stories continue to uplift and guide us in our journey of faith. Speech Balloon, share your blessings in the comments below to spread positivity and love. Let's come together in the spirit of Saint Thomas Becket. Loudspeaker, share this video on your social networks and invite your friends and family to join this inspiring community. Together, we can make a difference in the world.